I'm Rob Sussman. I'm the joint CEO of the Integr8 Group. The Integr8 Group has organically grown over the last 9 years to become the largest privately owned ICT company on the African continent. Today we employ in excess of 450 full-time, professional, skilled technology engineers that manage many of the company's leading organizations' ICT infrastructure. We manage infrastructure throughout South Africa, Africa and abroad, all through South Africa's first ever nerve center. We spent the last 9 years building a long-term business. The company was started with essentially 2 injections of 150,000 Rand, and organically has grown. It's 100% self-funded, it's 100% self-financed. We've never injected debt into the business, and we've essentially set out to build a long-term business, which has assisted us in a tremendous way in today's times with the economy in the position that it actually is. Our strategy going forward, and particularly for the next year, is twofold. It's to take our business into the public sector, and it's to continue embarking on an aggressive strategy into Africa. The business today consists 80 to 90% private sector, and the balance is public sector. Our strategy for the next 3 years is to convert that ratio, and we're going to convert that ratio not by decreasing our private sector work, but by increasing our public sector work tenfold. Outside of that as well, we're aggressively driving business into Africa, into Botswana, where we have successfully deployed offices and allowed for a lot of skills transfer and development. There's quite a big drive from Integr8 side, and especially Integr8 people, to bridge the digital divide that currently exists between South Africa and Africa. We also strongly believe if we're able to take the delivery mechanism that we've built over the past term into the public sector, we believe that the experience that the public sector can actually gain from 100% privately held businesses is going to be exceptional and enable them to deliver upon the services that they need to drive. Over the last 9 years, we've set out to build the first ever nerve center based on African soil. The nerve center also isn't a technology, so it isn't something that one can buy. In fact, it would have been a lot easier if there was a technology that we could have bought. But the nerve center consists of technology, it consists of a hybrid of the highly and most experienced skills in the industry and the processes in order to remotely manage, control, and deliver service excellence and an experience to customers all over South Africa, all over Africa, and from an international basis as well. Building the Nerve Center has enabled Integr8 to maintain structural property and convert the intellectual property of people that come into Integr8 and deliver service excellence, and convert that into structural property which is kept and retained within inside the business. We then use this Nerve Center hub to drive skills to our customers on a global basis. I think it comes down to passion. One must really enjoy what you do. You must have a passion for what you do. And I think it is irrelevant as to what you are actually doing. If you've got a passion for something, and it can be something that you enjoy, I think the success will actually come from that. And I think it's 99% passion, and I think it's 1% luck. And I think that, that has enabled us to build an entrepreneurial business that remains an entrepreneurial business, even though we employ in excess of 450 people throughout South Africa and Africa. From an innovative, standpoint, entrepreneurial spirit has bred a innovation hub within Integr8, which continuously allows us to re-engineer and reposition our business for the future. The economy changes, the climate changes, your customers change, and business changes. And what we've always said is either a company changes internally faster than they change externally, or they're dead. We continuously adapt our own business to suit the market, to suit our clients, and to ensure that we are delivering a more innovative service than the majority of companies that play in our field are actually able to do. The company operates not on the leading edge of technology, but on the bleeding edge. We also ensure that the timing's right. So while we're constantly working on projects that will only come to the forefront in 2 years' time, we make sure that the market and the companies out there are ready to adopt these particular products. We've seen a lot of companies